now. He should get blocked in. No, he doesn't.
He might actually kill him.
Nico, baby, yeah, you got to right-click him. They're going to. He eats a fairy fire. He doesn't have another one. Puppy, though, trading right clicks. Can he make it in, or is Puppy about to get a free level 2? One more right click. It's enough. What the hell is going on in this top lane right now? We've got a Chen versus Nature's Prop bottom. S4 gooed up. We'll just have to run away. And I don't know. These lanes are already crazy. The only stable in middle lane, Limp. This is TA favored, right? TA versus Monkey King.
I believe the lane early is favored, but eventually it's Monkey King favored. As we see, S4 is getting dove potentially again. That bristleback. Oh, he loses the goose tax.
He does, so
but he's still dead, honestly.
Tag team pop, as you said, strength heroes versus Tusk. That's been your big thing.
Yeah, and you can't pick zero armor into bristle either.
Yeah, you're right. This lane just feels like a disaster. Do you see Hanskin? He's like, I guess I'll come defend this tower, and he might just die.
This is exactly why Bristle's good against Enigma, because this is what the lane should always look like.
Wow.
And
he only TP'd 5 feet away to that tier 2, so he'll try to stay in the lane, but it's a bloodbath in the bot.
In my experience, I've had trouble playing against Enigma, and I had to watch a lot of replays to figure out how to deal with this hero, and Bristleback was one of the most notable carries, Monkey King being another one, so it even makes more sense in this draft that they have 2 of those heroes. And I just don't know what they do from here. Doom, I think, it's a good Doom game, right? Like, you have really good Doom targets, Necro Bristle, they're just going to be right there for the taking. Easy to bring them down once they are doomed, but they might just be too far behind by that point with the Chin sustain, the Necro sustain, that I think they're going to have serious damage issues on Alliance's side. That's what is really scaring me at, like, even the 10-minute mark. I think they might not be able to kill anyone. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind if they're able to potentially burst through this wall, as YapzOr actually blocks S4 with a wall, but
make him run around the long way.
He's just non-laning.
Jeez.
But Tumbleman actually going to stack the big camp. Is that he's going to get it? No, he does not.
No. I was just watching middle lane. I was seeing how Monkey King was going to play it up because he got the Jingu stack. There it is. Nice refraction, though, from the TA to block the damage. They were playing with each other there. Very interesting matchup because Nisha's actually winning in experience right now, and the creeps are pretty even.
I love this build, actually. Wow. The Glove of Haste first. Makes sense.
Just because all you're going to be doing is hitting the TA when you're not just last hitting them creeps, so...
Since she's a ranged hero, effectively, she can trade with you back, so you just have to get your Jingu stacks up faster to eliminate the amount of time that he's allowed to hit you back, as you're seeing here. Yeah, exactly. The Melt Strike. Forced your stun, yeah.
He will pop it out, and then he harasses back. I'm liking this matchup, because it does feel very player... Not even skill-based, player-based, because Limp, he's going in. Matoma, man, that's on us. We're watching this middle lane, you know, a little more individual skilled as S4, let's be real, every time he's in that lane bottom, he's probably in danger of dying.
Nisha has no salve, and he's really, oh my god, that was probably like a few units away from being a side blade. It was the right angle.
Dude, I love Nisha has to boundless strike the one melee creep too, so he doesn't die to it. Oh, bottom lane, yeah. S4 just dying. Dude, I'm having fun with this TA Monkey lane. I've been watching it most of it.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch these snooze fest Necro and Bristleback side lanes, so I'm definitely captivated by the skill being displayed by, honestly, both players in the mid lane, and Limp getting the upper hand in that one. Pretty impressive, all things considered, with how much we praise and respect Nisha's skill in the mid lane.
Limp's playing it very well, as you said. He is actually tied up in CS. They're pretty much dead even at this point now, so keep you up to date on that. S4 still in the jungle, pulling creeps, doing some other things.
What's Mod 2 got? He's got boots, salve, and clarity. Okay.
What do you want him to get? He is going, it looks like, treads. What do you go after that on this carry bristle? Do you go something like a Crimson Guard Blades, or do you need to go
some regen item? You need some regen. So you can just go Vanguard if you want, and then go Bitsel later.
Okay.
That's a solid option for him. It depends on what pace of the game they want to set. Like, yeah, they're going to be running at you, but are they trying to end at 20 minutes with a Crimson, or are they trying to take control of the map and then end maybe around 30, 35 with an Abyssal? And you can kind of see what they plan to do based on what he ends up going for later, as we see.
Middle misses the ice shards a little. He throws the sentry ward down. Tag team there. They've got the sentry. Zibbe tried to help him out low, but now he's going to get rolled onto. We saw Jingu stacks. That's a lot of damage. He should stay alive. They don't have enough.
Yeah, well played to TP out there, but YapzOr owning there.
Yeah, Nisha's going to be early level 6. Not the biggest deal because you normally don't even skill your ulti at 6, but beating a TA there feels pretty good. top lane, you talked about this. You've got the creeps. I love it. He has the magic resist creep even, and they're not letting Nico Baby do anything. He's actually slowed down, eating a ton of damage.
Yeah, so instead of diving the bottom lane tower, they dive the top lane tower, which is a bit of a change of pace from my end. I think it's just because Matoma Man is so strong bottom that they don't need to help him. Instead, they can just enable this Necro, because Matoma Man, he'll win this matchup 1v1. So suddenly you've got a winning lane top, you've got a winning lane bottom, and a trade mid.
Middle, yeah.
You're just winning 2.5 lanes right now.
Well, Zibe, he's sitting there, but he goes down. We missed. That was on me again. I mean, at this point, we've literally said it. S4, if he goes to lane, he's dying. I'm surprised he's even showing his face in lane anymore. You can't, right?
Yeah.
That's 2 solo kills on him. No, 3 solo kills and 1 team kill. Matoma Man's just, he's legitimately a bully. It's level 7 to level 4 right now, by the way.
Tanner, take notes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Double damage bottom. Maybe the TA thinks of trying to pick that up, and no boots even yet, so it's hard to rotate, but maybe just accelerate some farm.
Matoma Man's just zoning us for.
Yeah,
yeah, he's gonna get some XP.
Go to the jungle, man. I feel like.
He's gonna get XP, but that's about it.
All right, Matoma Man, you should be focusing on these denies, but it's cool.
He's trying to zone him. He doesn't know S4 ninja'd his way to the side here.
He's looking though. He
knows now.
Clue,
process of elimination here. A little bit of mind games going on.
And he has no scorched earth. Yeah.
Oh my god. He's actually. He has to. That's sad, dude. I'm not saying he shouldn't do that, but that's just sad that
the fact you have to. So 3K lead for Secret, 8-1 in the kill score. Limp, the only one who's even looking a little bit okay, but even he's a full level down right now. So it actually is a 3-lane win, I want to say, for Secret. Procs to Jingu. Zibe TP's in. There's a lot of heroes rotating to the middle lane. Nietzsche's going to try to get away, and he doesn't get the tree dance off. Just trying to run another trap in 8 seconds. He might just be able to run away.
Ult, I think.
Yeah, he throws up the ult. Look for Zibe. Does a little bit of damage. He'll just sit in it. A TP middle, actually, aggressively from Yapzor. Under 4 heroes. They're trying to push this middle tower. No, Nisha, he gets found out. Nice play by S4. This could be the comeback they needed. He's healing off those hits, but S4 gets it. Almost gets level 6. And they're going to get a middle tower. All of a sudden, the map opens up a tad.
They had to do this. They lost top tower already. Bristleback's pressuring bottom tower.
It's a nice
Both
play.
side lanes are effectively dead lanes for Alliance right now, because Bristle as well as Necro, you're either going to gank these heroes with 4 or you're not going to be there at all. And in this case, Nico Baby, yeah, he's picking his scraps in the top lane as he is level 5 while Zai's almost level 7. So going for the Greaves on the Necro, while the bottom tower does go down a minute later than expected, but still very good for them. Except I do like that Alliance, instead of trying to defend, because I really do believe that was a feeble attempt, they made an own proactive play and took the mid tower. So all things considered, I like that maneuver, and they're still down by 4K, so that's rough.
I've been on Puppy Creep Cam. He's had that little centaur just in their fountain for about 3 minutes now. I think he might have forgot about it. Poor little guy.
God.
He's just been chilling there. Maybe he's waiting to take another creep, but they're diving in middle now. Doom gets it up, just hits onto the Monkey King. Do we have a save from? Doesn't look like Hanskin has a black hole if he wants. They don't even have to use it. They're just going to get an easy kill on the Monkey King. And at this point, it's not like Secret's farming the other lanes, because everyone's here. Reaper's Scythe won't end up getting the kill. They get the kill anyways, though. Nico Baby's trying to run.
Yeah, they killed Doom in the back.
Right. Oh, no. Oh, I thought they almost made it an item steal. Yeah, I almost thought that was Dyer's because of the Eidolons, but luckily the Eidolons didn't get the kill, so won't get an item steal.
They're just going to Doom somebody, and the other 2 cores are going to dumpster him. That's kind of what I like. The other 2 cores of Secret are then going to do whatever the hell they want in the fight. And if you don't Doom Necro, Bristle and Monkey King are going to kill you. If you Doom Bristle or Monkey King, Necro's going to sustain them. I actually don't know how you have 3 good Doom targets and none of them feel good to Doom. That's just very
as you
bizarre.
Said, good draft. Since you can't commit, as we see a kill there, Zibe goes down. Nature's Prophet versus Monkey King, not the funnest matchup.
I think this Necro Bristle combo is such a conceptually hard counter to the way Ember Spirit wants to play, and since Ember Spirit's such a highly sought after first round pick, I've seen this, I think, 2 or 3 times now, at least twice, maybe 3 times from different teams. And the Ember Spirit just feels useless, man.
And we've been talking about this on other teams. Secret, same. Zai, why are you flying a courier into the tier 1 tower when you're behind it? It just died. He lost his mech because he just flew his courier and didn't pay attention. I know they're dominating, but
it's the alpha move.
Come on.
If I can beat you without this mech, I can also beat you with it.
I guess, you know. Come on, people. Couriers, they mean something.
Hanskin, he's got Black Hole.
Yeah, Zai's the one tanking this. I'm not sure why. He will heal up, but takes a lot of damage with the goo.
And
you
a
see
Vlad's
the armor.
already. Vlad's on Puppy, so instead of the neck rush on Chin, like you said, they got it on the Necro, so he can afford to go for that sustain item. You can tell, God, I just love seeing the items because it just makes so much sense to their game plan, right? He rushes his Vlad. Guess what? Now they take Roche.
Yeah, they should. Nico Baby's in, but he won't be able to dive in it. It almost feels like maybe you throw a Remnant in there and try to steal it. I don't know, but they will get bottom tower.
Yep. Turning and watching, if you ever want to know what teams are thinking about doing, just look at their items. And that's usually how you learn to itemize. And Secret, I learn every single game I watch them. So it's just a pleasure. I know I compliment them a lot, but I think it's well deserved. And 12-3 kill score, just another pretty dominant performance from Secret. And Alliance, I'd say they have a better chance than last game, but I guess 2% is twice as much as 1%, Grant.
It is. That's double.
Oh, 8%. Maybe it's twice as much as 4. Yeah, quick maths.
Okay.
Did that in my head, if you were wondering.
So what is that chance, in all honesty? Is it just a 5-man push into a big black hole? Like, is it that kind of desperation, or do they have other plays on the map?
Yeah, it's pretty much an overextension from Secret into a massive black hole. I can't really think of any other way, because when nothing's happening, like fights, like that's just Bristleback Necro for you. The lanes are shoved, they're out farming you, they're out pressuring you, because these heroes so naturally sustain and dish out damage just with their abilities, and they can itemize these like luxury heal sustain items, and so unless you get that fight, you're just not going to come back. As you see, the top 3 net worths are actually in favor of Secret. So
I'm curious, why did you think they gave the Aegis to the Bristleback? It already feels to me, I know he's not unkillable, but it feels like that Monkey King
King's going to be in the back. He's going to be back, and allows Bristle to run in first, and now S4 can't doom him.
Okay.
So I do think Bristle, if I had to choose, would be the target that would get doomed, and I think that's the idea behind him having the Aegis, so it makes the priority of doom change to somebody else. If Monkey King gets doomed, as long as he's not alone, he should be able to get sustained from the Vlads. He should just right-click, and the Necro with Greaves, and then the Chen heal, and the Medallion. They have a lot of stuff to just throw on him, and Monkey King just right-clicking is much more impactful than a Bristleback just right-clicking. Bristleback's right-click damage is dependent upon him actually casting spells, so that's what I believe is why he's also most likely their high ground hitter, the hero that will be hitting their buildings. So does have the Vanguard on Matama Man, 2,300 gold. What will he go? I wouldn't mind an S&Y. I wouldn't mind.
What about a Radiance? Is it too much?
I don't think you need it. No. If you really think you're just going to slow down the pace of the game for the next 10-15 minutes, you could go Radiance. But I think like S&Y Abyssal or like S&Y AZ would be how I envision he would take this. But I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for that, because if he disagrees, I'll see and try to figure out why.
The Bristleback now has the ice armor as well, so you even got that.
Halberd's okay too if he wants to do that. Yeah, ice armor, bristles.
Yeah, ice armor plus we already have the Medallion and Chen, so if Chen's there and this bristle's there, this bristle does become unkillable at that point.
Got Iron Talon on bristles, so nice. It's actually such a nice item now, that especially because you can use it on Ancients. He's just being so efficient on the map. They are leveling out the net worth, though. It is 7K, and it's been that way for the last 2 or 3 minutes.
And not much done with the Aegis. They obviously get that tier 2 button. They're going for the tier 2 middle, so they are going to try to force a little bit of a fight with the ending of Matumba Man's Aegis.
They're doing a good job of splitting the map on Alliance. I just don't know
if it'll be enough.
Yeah. I guess Enigma's the X factor here. When it comes to core-to-core matchup, nobody really has a hard carry. Ember Spirit, Monkey King, and also Bristle, TA are all like super semi-carries. Nico Baby getting gone on by Nisha in the top lane. He has a Remnant out though. He actually just laid it, so it's not going to be that far. Nisha might chase him, even if he doesn't kill him. He's probably going to chase.
Well, middle lane getting recalled in. Okay. Yeah. They just want to take this. Oh, you do see the Meld Strike does some damage to Bristle, not enough.
Radiant's top tower.
And okay, the Monkey King maybe doesn't want to give up that he's here. They're taking the tower without him anyways. He wants to hop into that base tree, you know it, but he doesn't want to give away his positioning.
Yeah, I think it's going to boil down to this Aegis because they wanted to siege high ground with the Bristle.
Oh, the back door, but they don't have enough damage to go through it. Nisha comes in. Now you got to commit together if you're going to go through back door, not one at a time. Not that I'm a backdoor connoisseur, but
yikes.
In game.
In game, he says. Yeah.
Puppy, Zai, they just get out so they actually don't end up getting that tower. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, BSJ, did you know in Dota 1 the backdoor protection just didn't exist? That was just a strategy like, oh, we're just going to draft Clinks with Rapier and kill all your buildings. Wasn't a
Dota
fun
1 sounded
time.
like a good time.
Oh, yeah? It's definitely good memories. Would I ever want to play against that again? Absolutely not. Especially with, could you imagine TI3 Alliance with no backdoor protection? Oh, that would have been insane. Top lane, Limp. He's just sitting at that tier 2, forced to already just get out of there. And the only person farming is the Enigma all the way at the other side in the Radiant jungle.
Aegis is gone. He is queuing up the Radiance, so they are looking to really just slow down the pace of the game for a little while. I think in terms of scaling, it will be his best item. And this is them saying we don't want to all in. We don't trust against Enigma that we can reliably in this game. We'll feel pressured if we put ourselves on a timer. We may make a mistake. So it looks like the safe approach is what they choose to do, and I don't mind it. It's something where I wasn't sure if he was going to do it, and you mentioned it, though. It is the best scaling item for Bristol, and the light scaling part that you mentioned at the beginning of the first game is what they're electing to do here. They just want to lightly outscale Alliance and while maintaining map control. And they're still going to pressure. They don't have Aegis, but Bristol still be a bit careful though, because the Doom plus Black Hole. Black Hole is online.
Yeah, they're looking. They just Guardian Grease.
Oh, Doomed already.
Yeah, they have to commit for this because of that. We are going to see a punch in the air. It's going to be a snowball. Hit'll hold him in. Escort taking a lot of damage. He might just die to the roll through. Oh, the snowball will take off him. It does. I don't know if that's good or bad because honestly, the Doom is coming up very shortly. It might be bad. The Doom is up. He gets it off fully healed. Oh Lord, your one chance goes down.
We have a pie kill.
They're going in. It's gone. 15-3. They are just beating down the tower, and it's already looking curtains right now. This is just a masterclass performance from Secret. And you see Doom, he's like, wait, I've already used my one ability. I don't do anything. Nico, baby, he has the Spirit Vessel, but they don't have charges. Nico, baby, 0, 1, and 2. He's only been involved in 2 of those early kills. They're rolling in Limp. He says, all right, bring it on. Yapzor's in a lot of choke. He punches in the air. He will end up going down.
Black Hole's coming up, 3 seconds.
And Nisha's not helping him. He's hitting the melee racks, but Zibe goes down. Instant buyback.
This could be huge.
But Tumba Man, because of that one death, they had the Spirit Vessel on, so he's actually taking damage. But Nico, baby, chill.
Dude, Essence Ring is so good on Bristle because it's no longer a heal, so it gives you the full 425 when you're Spirit Vesseled, and sustaining him throughout the course of that fight. Combine that with the Radiance. I wonder with these pro level players, do they ever change their item build based on the neutrals they get? Like, would he have gone Radiance if he thought he didn't need another sustain item, but he got this Essence Ring? You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's a good question that, you know, Matama Man's done some interviews. That's a good one. Yeah. Someone might have to steal it, but you see the commitment here, and I don't blame him. You have the Doom. I think you don't want to Doom and just give up because, right, they'll just reset and push in 10 seconds. I think it's a good idea to commit. The problem is you're just so far down, right?
Yeah.
But I like that they did commit as a team, and they almost got Zai. I can't believe one hit off, and then the Doom wears off, and go Shroud into full heal.
That's just the nature of Necro Bristle. Things have to be done perfectly, and if you don't get that Black Hole to follow, it's really hard for Hanskin against the Nisha Boundless Strike as well as the Snowball, both pretty long range. BKB canceling stuns, so he has to look for a specific opening as Nisha getting messed with a bit by Hanskin. Who's messing with who here? Looks like they're just trying to bully each other out of the mid lane so that we can make sure it gets pushed on the OG side.
And there's the Matrix one down.
Side, sorry. Bye.
They have Alliance. They are teasing it. The full squad. They're just gone in the jungle.
This is where Nisha's like, wait, what? Why are they here? Not top.
And Nisha does need to be careful.
Doom's
though.
Up again.
Oh, and they might be able to bring him down. Ice Shards. They've scouted out Limp though. He runs away.
That ward's gonna be value.
Oh, and they as for their move forward. There's gonna be the Doom Malefice as well. Can they kill Nisha? The snowball to negate a ton of the damage. Zai needs to know where they're going so he can get that heal up, but they're rolling pretty damn far away. The Doom will be enough. No, the mech goes up. Healing from Jingle, the Black Hole. He just dives to the Radiance, and Zai, they are getting run over. He has the Sanj for the extra healing. Nico, baby, you're not getting out. This is a world-class performance from Secret. You see the tips. Everyone deserves it.
2 more kills, Secret. 2 more.
We'll see. There's an I mean, there's no way they're leaving the front of this dire base, especially if no heroes are dying, because as you said, a hero like Necro, you're just fully healing everyone, and Zibe, he's going down as well. 4-19. Matuma man hitting the racks. You can tell he like kind of wants to hit the tier 4s too. He's like, yo, you guys with me? But looks like he's not.
Yeah, this is about the pace of the game to be expected when you look at this secret draft. And
man, they came to play it because Alliance, it's one of those teams we've been talking about. We weren't the biggest fans of them early, but as they've been playing and playing, they've looked better. And then you just run into the wall that is secret. And there's the old team. Monkey gets it off. 420, 421. Nico, baby, the fountain dive. They won't go for him, but the Hanskin Couriers goes down. Yapsor's Courier go down. Another loss for them, but
Sigrip.
He just wants to get the kill before he dies, and they GG out. He gets it. Yapsor does it. I love it.
Clap from here.
That's
kill the support.
Clap out. Yep, I love it. You get one more kill, and I mean this one.
Matuma man's perfect game. Oh my God, he had the 906 K to D, and he just ruined it.